Hey everybody, Sammy the Thrifty Brewer coming at you, and happy Homebrew Wednesday for Wednesday, October the 9th, 2013. Well, I had an absolute shit day at work. Got stuck in construction on the way home. Normally a half an hour drive turned into close to an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to make some of the badness go away. Oh, so much better. This is still my black IPA, my Cooper's black IPA kit. Those of you who want the recipe, send me a message or put a comment below. I'd gladly share it with you. Although I'm pretty sure I did touch base on it a couple Homebrew Wednesday videos ago. What's going on here? I apologize. I have not been able to finish the drying rack. I've just been absolutely knackered lately. A lot of stuff going on at home. So I haven't had a lot of time. This weekend, hopefully with it being a long weekend and Thanksgiving, Spency, my dog Spencer, wants to be a part of the video, so I'll introduce you guys to Spencer. This is my boy, Spencer, the Springer Spaniel. Those of you who have had the pleasure of meeting the little rapscallion will understand the boundless energy that these little buggers have. Apologize, gonna set up the tripod again. Whoopsies, and there we go. Camera's been drinking since 2. Maybe not since 2, although I wish I had been. Now I'm off kilter. There, hey, that's a little better. Couple quick updates for you guys. Apologize again, drying rack, haven't been able to get it done. With this weekend being Thanksgiving in Canada, hopefully with the extra day, may be able to get one put together for you guys. I did get a couple brews put down. I touched base on it on the Beer Fun Friday video, I believe, of last week. Was my winter warmer, which I'm now calling Pandora's Box. It's like most boxes, you never really know what you're going to get till you open them up. I'll let you guys throw your sexual innuendos out there, as you will. Right now, I've got it, it's bubbling away like mad. It's really, really good. Starting gravity is 1.060. So it's going to come in a little high, which is good because it's a winter warmer. And to that, I'm going to add, I've got 4 medium Scotch bonnets in here, soaking in about 3 ounces of golden rum or amber rum. So the smell of this stuff is amazing. It's rummy and it's peppery, and you really get a really wicked floral note off the Scotch bonnet. So I'm really excited about how this is going to turn out. So I'm going to add that to secondary when I rack it over, which should be this weekend, either Sunday or Monday, the way the things are progressing. I also put together a apple blackberry cider, which I'm calling Sammy's Bee apple blackberry cider, and that was essentially 3.78 liters of apple juice, 6 ounces of blackberries, with 1 cup of water, and to that 1 cup of water I added 5 ounces of table sugar and 5 ounces of liquid honey. Now those 5 ounces measurements are by weight. Spencer, it's enough, Bobo. As well as added half a pack of the EC 1118 champagne yeast. Added the blackberries and the water and the sugar together, boiled it for 50 minutes, and then I allowed that to cool and added that to the apple juice. Now basically all I wanted to do was just to sanitize the blackberries a little bit, and the smell was really, really great. Now the starting gravity on that was 1.064, but mind you, that was at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so I've adjusted for correction there, and it's going to be a bit of a whopper. Like I said, I only did a 1-gallon test batch on that, just to get this recipe dialed in for the summer. So there it is right there, bubbling away. Bubble, 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 bubble. And then I got some peppers drying still. Some are drying up really, really nice. I got some more coming off the bush. As well as I got, I noticed when I came home from work tonight, there was probably another 3 or 4 that are ripening up nicely. So apologize for the tripod and the camera, man. Being thrifty isn't always great, but you know, doing what we're doing on a budget. Want to give a shout out and my apologies to Uncle Jonah. Unfortunately, mate, I will not be able to participate in the kit challenge that I said I would do earlier. I sent you a message. I know you replied to it. Just with everything that's going on here, I just simply can't afford to send it overseas. Yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully we'll do another one shortly, mate, and we can get going on that. I did want to mention also No, that's really all that I have. I didn't want to mention anything else. I did, but I can't really remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to show you what it was. And I'm very, very excited for this brew. Hang on. Now, those of you guys that follow my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/thrifty-brewer, will notice I posted a picture of this. Now, this is called Fracture. It's an Imperial India Pale Ale made by the Amsterdam Brewing Company here in Toronto, Ontario. On the back it says, "Our ode to hops. This beer was brewed with Simcoe, Columbus, Centennial, and Citra, and then double dry hopped. Layers of citrus and pine flavors with a long resiny finish. This beer is the most hop-forward brew we have ever done. Please enjoy fresh." Brewed on March 28th of 2013. I have had one of these before, actually last week, and it was just incredible. It really was. Like I said, 9% ABV. I wish I had a few more. So Dan, if you're watching, we'll hopefully see you this weekend at Thanksgiving, the family dinner, and feel free to bring some libations up because I have some to come down your way as well, mate. So yeah, that's a brilliant, brilliant brew. Like I said, it's a little bitter up front, but it finishes really, really, really clean. And I'm going to show you guys the other thing I bought last week. Not very thrifty, but you know, sometimes thrifty isn't, like I said earlier, isn't always the best solution, but it certainly helps make the beer making process and the beer buying process go a little bit further. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. And we're back. Now this is Cameron's Obsidian Imperial Porter, rum barrel aged. It's unfiltered, 9.2 ABV. Suggested serving temperature at 13 to 15 degrees Celsius. Dark and intriguing as the midnight sky, Cameron's Obsidian Imperial Porter is loaded with magnificent and robust flavor, aged for 7 months in Caribbean rum barrels. Roasted malt and chocolate character abound in this velvety, nectarous ale. So this is made by Cameron's Brewing Company out of Oakville, Ontario. Those guys that are in Canada, visit the old LCBO, see if you can pick it up. I'm going to try and age it for a few months. I briefly touched on it last Beer Fun Friday video. I'm going to let her age for a bit in the cellar and give her a go on a very, very, very cold Friday or Saturday night. So I'm very much looking forward to giving this a bash. And I'll definitely post my comments on that later. I was hoping to do a pumpkin ale this weekend. Unfortunately, you know, we had to pay for some stove stuff. Well, we had to get paid to pay the guys to install the stove, which the bill finally came due on that, as well as touch base on some minor dental work for the girls, or the one girl in particular. Drinking of that. As you can tell, I'm extremely happy and extremely pleased with that. I was going to do a pumpkin ale this weekend. That's not going to happen. Hopefully next weekend. As well as hopefully do my Black Forest, run, Forest, run! My Black Forest Stout, which I've touched on previously. So when I get those put down, I will definitely let you guys know how they're progressing. The plan with the pumpkin beer was to do a Cooper's Real Ale kit, a large can of pumpkin, which I would cook at 350 in the oven, the new oven that we've paid for the install now. It's now working. It's been working for a while, but it's mint. 350 for 20 to 30 minutes, and then add to that some pumpkin spice or some cumin, some ginger, some cloves, whatever, and go with a kilo of Demerara because I'm loving Demerara sugar lately. It's just mint. So like I said, a couple guys were good enough to chime in on what their successes were with the Cooper's kits with the pumpkin additions, and that was, like I said, with the Real Ale kit. So those of you guys who have done it and can give me a little bit more info, that'd be great. I know Tony Yates, our lovely homebrewing guru from Norway, mentioned that he did it with 1 can. Now, Tony, I was a little confused, mate, with your comment, wondering if it was 2 cans of the Cooper's kits or whether it was 2 cans of pumpkin. I was thinking it was probably 2 cans of pumpkin, but either way, mate, if you could just do me a favor, respond down below and clarify, that would be mint. By the way, he recently posted a video on YouTube about clarifying with gelatin and the entire process, and it is spot on. So it takes any level of questions or any level of confusion out of the entire equation, and just gets down to the bare bones, nitty gritty, how it's done, how to do it properly, and shows some a really wicked visual example of, you know, pulling the first half liter off the keg and then pulling the second half liter off the keg, and the visual differences are day and, pardon my French, day and fucking night. So Tony, thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate that. Those of you who haven't seen it, search him out on YouTube. He's got a wealth of information and just an all-around general nice guy. So cheers, Tony. Appreciate that, brother. What else is happening? That's really about it. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I'm going to add maple to this brew or not. The plan is to add maple extract. I'm really going to wait and see how it turns out with the rum and the peppers. So I may or may not. I think I'm going to need to add a little bit just to balance it out with the heat, possibly. But I mean, with the 4 Scotch bonnets, my eyes were actually watering a little bit as I was cutting them up. So that's the plan. So that's going to be a wait and see until probably for a week or two after things sort of mellow out in secondary for a little bit. But this thing is going to be planned. If I don't do it, I'm going to do some with maple for sure in bottles. And the other stuff I'll put on the keg. Then I'll bottle 6 and put those aside to age out for Christmas time. So Spencer is apparently telling me he needs to be fed. So I really want to thank you all for liking, subscribing, and watching my videos. Like I've said many times before, life is so busy. I know it's busy. Life is so busy that, you know, I really do appreciate the time and all the efforts of everybody out there who subscribe, watch, like my videos, comment. There's no such thing as a bad comment unless you're calling me a complete ass. And then, you know, then I'll probably show up at your door and we'll swap a couple brews and everything will be okay. You never know. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much. This is Sammy the Thrifty Brewer saying, if you're going to do something, do it with a home brew. And by all means, keep calm and brew on, everybody. Cheers. Thanks again. Badness is almost gone. Maybe after 1 more or 2 more, it'll be all gone. Cheers again, guys. Thanks again. Bye.